Hello and welcome to a how-to video for hybrid mix techniques, the COVID-19 version of post-mix number 1, the Dodge Rondo, all the steps you need to complete in order to do the lab. First thing is you need to download post-mix number 1 from the Canvas page, which I've already done here. It should take a minute or two. It's about 300 megs. Let's unzip it. And inside of it's a bunch of stuff. You can't just open the Pro Tools session. The purpose of this mix lab is to learn a whole bunch of Pro Tools skills. So when you open up the session, it's going to be blank. It does have a bunch of stuff in it. Importantly, it has a bunch of markers, that sort of thing, but it does not have any audio or video in it. If you go into the clips window, you can see there's nothing there. So please follow the instructions step by step how to do this, which I'm about to do, so I'm reading as I do this. You're going to want to put your file somewhere useful. I've just opened it from the downloads folder. That's not the place to put it, so put it on your own computer where it belongs. In the end, you're going to upload it to the team drive, so please move it to somewhere. I'm going to leave it right now in this downloads folder for myself, though. And once you got that file up and going, you're going to need to look inside of it. And we see in this post-mix folder, we've got a whole bunch of stuff. What's important here is most of these were auto-created by Pro Tools when I loaded the file. All of these were. But this one right here, this is the important one. This is the one that's got a bunch of stuff in it that you're going to need to use, Dodge Rondo assets. So I'm going to open that up. I'm putting it over here in another folder. And there's a bunch of different files here that we're going to work through. First one we're going to do is get the video file in there. We need to find the video file. There it is. Now notice that there are two video files. The .mxf is only for Catalina, Mac OS Catalina. If you're running the newest Mac OS, Pro Tools is totally broken, won't support QuickTime files, so that's what that version is for. The other one is for older versions of Pro Tools or versions of Pro Tools running on the not running on the newest computer. So you can copy both of these over. It doesn't really matter. Bringing them over, just option drag them or drag them to whatever you want to do. We'll drag them over. We'll put them in the video files folder. Now that they're in there, let's actually import them into Pro Tools. So we're going to go File, and we're going to go Import. We're going to go Video. And my computer is is running an older OS, so either version will work. But I would use this older file because it's the original file. It'll probably look better. So I'm going to open that up, and it's going to ask me some questions about where to put it. You can import the audio from the file if you want. It's been stripped off. There is no audio. I don't think anything's going to happen. New track. And let's put it on the session start, so at the very beginning. And there it is. We now have the video. If you have not enabled the video engine, that will take a little bit longer, and Pro Tools will load up the video engine. So you can see the videos there. If you're not seeing the video, you can always load and look at the video. It's under here. Command 9 hides and opens the video. Let me do that with macro now. There it is. I'm going to slide this out of the way for the moment. So that imports the video. I'm looking down the instructions, make sure I've missed anything here. Well, that's basically what you do. So let's go ahead and let's work on some audio. Let's get some more audio in. Import audio right above video. Command Shift I. I actually use this macro quite a bit. So we're going to import audio. And the first thing we're going to do, according to the instructions, is get the music in. So let's do that. I got to go to my downloads folder because that's where I left it. And I got to find that Dodge Rondo assets. And let's find the music. And there's a whole bunch of files here. We want to select them all. Command A will work. Another way to do it is Shift Select. You can even Command Select independently. Whatever, you select them all. And this is a very important thing. Whatever you want to import, you have to put into this little window here. So add will work, but do not use it. Add will reference to where the file is currently living. And if you're working with other people, this means that it's looking to the original file. And you actually want to copy those files into the folder that this session's attached to. You want to make all your audio files in the same place. So if you do copy, it will make a new version. Copy or copy all will work because you've selected everything. So we're going to copy them all in there. And then if it needed to sample rate convert, questions would pop up. I think everything is fine there. So we're going to hit done. It's going to ask where do you want to put it, and it's automatically going to put it in the audio files folder with your mix. So that's pretty cool. So let's do that. Open. and it's imported everything, and it's going to ask where to put this. And for each of these different imports, we're going to do it in a slightly different place. So let me look at the instructions, make sure I'm doing this right. It tells me don't copy, don't tell me it says these clips can be start at the session start and do not need to be moved. So we can say new track, and location can be session start. So it's going to make the music files all start at the beginning. There they are, and you can see they do kind of all start in the same place. So that's pretty cool. And of course we need to organize these things. You got a kick drum. You've got, I don't know, whatever order you want to do. Kick drum, drum machine, cymbals, lead guitar, and rhythm guitar. And we'll turn down the volume here. People are sleeping. My baby daughter's sleeping next door, but let's just hear what this sounds like. It's pretty rockin'. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. You're gonna love this. So I've organized my session. Maybe I even want to color code the drums. You know, maybe I'll do that. We'll worry about that in the next video. Let's not get obsessed, Eric. Okay, moving forward, flipping the page to the next step. Now we're gonna import the sound effects. And you know what? I am gonna do that color coding thing. Let's make the just like I like my drums. Let's make all the music orange. So now let's import the drums sound effect. Whatever track I click on, it will put the next imports below it. That's kind of a cool feature to know. And so let's import the sound effects. So same exact thing, Command-Shift-I will get us to import audio. And this time around, there's a slightly different way of doing this. Let's read the instruction, make sure we do it right. We're going to go with the manual spot folder. So it is sound effects manual spot, okay? And there's a whole bunch of files in here. Same deal, select all or Command-Shift or Shift-Click, and you get them all there. And same deal, you want to copy so they end up in the folder with everything else and they're not strewn across the hard drive. And this can be really problematic when you're doing large projects, so you want to learn this and get this right. And when we're going to go forward, and now it's going to ask me, I want to make sure I do this right, click done, and when they say you can do it wants so follow instructions. We're going to put these in this folder and we are going to put them at the session start. Okay, so it's going to make a whole bunch of tracks here. Now the files are going to be in the wrong location. Let's hide the color. And so this was the I'm blanking now. This was the I got to put my finger where I was. This was the manual spot. So with manual spot, you can use the spotting tool up here, dig, go to spot, and click on an audio clip here, and it's gonna ask you. This is where you could type it in if you actually knew where you wanted to go. But there's this really useful feature here called original timestamp. The audio file, these files are timestamped with the appropriate location, and if you hit this arrow up, it will move this time up to where the region is, and when you hit OK, it will fly off to the appropriate location. So I'm going to do this for each one of those and move it up, and let me zoom out here. You can see it's actually locating it, and I'm going to hide the video file too. I don't really need to look at that. What was that command 9, wasn't it, on the number keypad, right? So we're going to go through, I'm going to spot all these to the appropriate locations. And this is a really useful tool to know. If you ever delete an audio file that you've recorded in your session and you need to put it back where it belongs, you can always import the clip or import the audio file. And if you've timestamped it, and anytime you record in Pro Tools, it does automatically timestamp. You can use this feature to put your files back in the right location. And you know what? I have done this while people are breathing over my neck, freaking out that I've deleted something accidentally. But nope, I solved the problem. So there you go. I'm going to hide the clips window as well. You can see all the audio files have ended up in the same place. So that's pretty cool. And the instructions do also tell me, what do they tell me here? Repeat with each sound effect. Now it's telling me also you want to consolidate the 2 car sound effects clips so they end up in one track. So let's look for that. Where are they? These 2 are basically the same sound effect. Oop, I'm going to take it, I'm going to put it back in slip, and I'm going to hold control down. This keeps me from being able to drag left or right, so I'm going to drag straight up to that track, and now I can delete this other car effects clip track. So cool, did that. And you know, some of these other things, geez, why don't I consolidate the cover The cover flaps too, that seems like something I'd probably want to consolidate. There you go, delete those. So I'm kind of deleting some tracks and I'm cleaning them all up. And that looks pretty good, right? Maybe you wanted to reorganize them, I don't know. But the next step is repeat the process again, and this time with the sound effects auto spot folder. Okay, we're going to auto spot now. I'm going to put it down here. And same thing, Command-Shift-I is going to be open up my import audio dialog. And we're going to go to the auto spot. So I'm opening up auto spot. And these two are going to go a little bit differently. Same deal, copy all, done. And this time, put it in the same folder. You're going to actually use the spot tool. I think I'm pretty. And let's hit OK. And it's going to spot it to where it wants to go. Let me make sure I'm good right about this. And hit OK. And boom, it put the file where it was timecode. So this is just a different way of doing it, and it will kind of eliminates the step we had a moment ago where we had to manually tap on them and put them in the right location. So this is also a really great tool in a stressful situation to get your files back together. Now I believe we got all our sound effects ready. So let's I'm going to give them another color. How about yep, Madeline would love that. Yep, she would. And next thing, we got to get the dialogue going. So I'm going to select the last track again. And maybe I'll save this just in case something bad goes on. So let's give it a new version, 02. And let's get that going. The dialogue. So the dialogue shows yet one more way to import and spot in Pro Tools. Command-Shift-I. And we're going to open up Dodge Roundabout. This time we're going to go for the dialogue. We're on the last one here. And we're going to import these three things. Of course, copy them. So they're going to put them all in the folder. And put it in the same folder. And this time around, there's no time code stamped on these things. So you might as well put them at the very beginning. It's going to make 3 tracks. And if this time you got to actually manually spot them. So if you hit the spotting tool and you tap on dialogue A, dialogue A needs to go at a certain time. And I'm going to type that in 05250607. And it's going to know when I hit OK, it's going to go to the right location. Let's make sure it did that. Oh, hey now, what just happened? Did I type in the wrong value? Let's undo that. Let's check that again. Did I type in the wrong value? It should be hour 5. Let's clear this all out. I just hit delete. Hour 5, minute 25, second 6:07. Oh, that's... Get rid of this subframes thing. Nah, there we go. Hour 5, 25:06:07. Now, hopefully it'll... Oh, it went to the right spot. Number B is 052510:02. Of course, these numbers are in the instructions. That's where I'm reading them from. And this one's going to be 052530:06. Boom. So you can use this feature when you're spotting sound effects. If you need to know where they need to go, using your spotting sheet and that sort of thing. This is a useful tool for that. And now, since these are all kind of dialogue, I'm going to go back to slip mode up here, right? Boom. And I'm going to put these dialogues. I'm holding control down to keep them from sliding. That was wrong. Hitting control down for keeping them from sliding left to right. Now I've got these dialogue tracks here I can delete because they're now blank. And I don't know, I'm feeling very yellow, so I'll put yellow there. Close that. And now we've consolidated and we've got everything going. The next video will set up the session. But that's the import part. Hope you dug the video.